Hey, what is up everybody? This is xxDAMRONxx. We're playing Halo Infinite. This brings us to part 7 of my complete collectible guide, as well as getting all the miscellaneous achievements so we can grab everything in one playthrough. As we know, Mission Select is not available, so there's a very important thing that starts off in this. So we've moved past the connections, we finished the observatory and the spire, and that automatically brings you into the Pelican Down mission, and you can no longer fast travel while you're in this section, which brings us to the graveyards portion of the game. So you can see with the golden symbols, we are in the Pelican Down mission, and the achievement here is to take all of the AA guns, the Eastern, Northern, and Western AA gun, all out within 20 minutes. So without any spoilers, what I will mention is that timer begins after you destroy the first AA gun. So the first one that I recommend that you take out is the one all the way on the western side. It's kind of further away from the other two, so take that out. And the other thing that I'm going to mention is that you have plenty of time. Okay, 20 minutes is plenty of time if we strictly are going for the objective. We're not doing anything else. We're bypassing enemies. We're going to get the collectibles afterwards. Now, the Northern and the Eastern AA gun do have a switch that you need to activate in order to activate the grav lift that sends you up into the AA gun to destroy it. So just keep in mind, you don't have to kill the enemies in these sections in order to activate these switches. Just get up there and shoot the AA guns and knock them out. As long as you do that within 20 minutes, you will get the gun runner achievement. So it's very important that you do this because Mission Select is not available. So if you get a checkpoint after this and you didn't do it in under 20 minutes, you're gonna have to start another playthrough just to get this achievement. So let's get this done. Let's bang out the AA guns as quick as possible, and now we will circle back around in the graveyards portion to grab all the collectibles. So let's get right to that. So let's open our TAC map, and you can see now I've positioned us essentially where we are, right at the Pelican Down symbol. The next mission is the sequence, right? So we're not going to do that. We're right here at the symbol for the Pelican Down mission, right in the middle of the graveyards portion, and there's not too many collectibles here. It's actually very small compared to the last area, but essentially right here, right in the middle of this area, you're going to see this downed UNSC ship here, and on the northern side, kind of down in this broken wing-like portion, just go ahead and land your wasp, or you could just grapple up here, whatever, and that's going to be our first Spartan Core and our first collectible in this section. Again, the collectibles in this section are very easy. There's not very many, so we're going to blast right through them. Probably just keep it all connected. So from that Spartan Core, let's hop back into our wasp, and we're going to fly to the other side of the ship. So just kind of go up and go over to the other side, just symmetrical from where we were. This time land down here, and right in this nook of the ship, you're going to find your next audio log. From that audio log, we're going to hop back in the wasp or grapple or whatever you want to do, but hop back in, and now we're going to kind of face to the northwest of where we were. And if you kind of just go northwest, you'll see another crash ship, hence the name of the graveyards, right? There's everything just absolutely destroyed, but you should see a hole in the side of the ship that you can kind of land in or grapple up into. And once you're in here, you'll find your next Spartan audio log into this crevice in here to the left.
Agile, quiet, on foot. It's the only way.
From that audio log, we're going to get another Spartan audio log, so go ahead and hop into the wasp. This time we're going to be heading out, and we're going to go back towards the ship that we were just at. So we're heading kind of southeast now, but you should see this opening that you can go into. There should be a warthog right here on the outside, but just fly right down in here, and right next to these crates will be our next audio log. From that audio log, we can open up our TAC map. Now we're going to head a little bit southwest from where we were to get our first propaganda tower in the graveyards. So just mark that on your map. It's not far away. You can see it's only 150 meters from that audio log. So just mark it, fly over this rock formation, and blow it up. From that propaganda tower, we can open our TAC map. Now we're going to head kind of towards the western AA gun, but just on the bottom of that is a Spartan Core. So there's this large elevator that leads up to the AA gun. On the bottom of that elevator to the left-hand side is our next Spartan Core. So if we open up our TAC map now, again, we're going to go up to where the actual AA gun is. So you can see that's where the Spartan Core was. Now we're going to head up, and just south of the indicator of the AA gun is an armor locker. So go ahead and make your way up there. So see, here's that elevator again for reference, but you can just place your custom waypoint where I did and go right towards it, and you'll find your next armor locker propped up against this building here. From that armor locker, we're going to get our next Banished Audio Log, and if you just kind of turn around and head kind of towards the elevator from that armor locker, basically heading east, and when you drop down here, go into the first building on your right, and when you go in here, you'll find the Banished Audio Log sitting right here on the table. Alright, from that audio log, we're going to grab 2 propaganda towers now. The first one is just north of the AA gun. You can see it right here. Just go ahead and mark that. So we're going to go ahead and progress towards that. Again, it's not too far. Again, 320 meters or so. So just hop in your wasps, fly up there, and you're going to find this propaganda tower kind of on the ridge up here, just north of where we were. Moving on to the next propaganda tower is going to be just further northeast of us, so I'm just going to put a marker here. It's basically to the left of that Spartan Core there, so you can use that Spartan Core of reference. They're basically very close together. So just go ahead and fly in that direction to the northeast, kind of follow this road, and eventually you'll see this propaganda tower right to the left of this rock. So go ahead and blow that up, and we're getting moving on. So let's open up our TAC map. I'm going to try to show you where this is. It's an audio log. It's right on the top of this mountain here. That's basically just, you know, to the east of us. And that's, I'm trying to just mark it, but just fly up to the east. It's right here. So just kind of fly up onto the mountain that's on the opposite side of the road. And when you fly up here, there is a Easter egg up here as well, but I won't ruin that for you. But there's also this audio log that's sitting right next to the sniper rifle on this sleeping bag. From that audio log, now let's just go back down the cliff. We're going to grab that Spartan Core that was down there that we saw next to the propaganda tower, so you can see basically right in front of us, northeast of us. Essentially just go down the mountain that we were just on, and you're going to find this Spartan Core sitting up on this elevated portion of land here, and some, you know, weapon crates around, typically like they are. So go ahead and grab that Spartan Core, upgrade some more gear, and let's get moving on. We're going to get another Spartan Core that's going to be north of the northern AA gun, so you can see that up there on the northern aspect of that. So go ahead and head in that direction. It's a pretty decent far away, but if you mark it, it's going to lead you to this building, and the Spartan Core is going to be on the very back side of that building. From this Spartan Core, we're going to get our next Banished Audio Log, so we're just going to exit out of this building, and what we're going to do is we're going to hop in the Wasp, and we're going to kind of drive over towards the elevator, and I'm going to use that as a reference because now we're kind of going down the elevator so you know where we are. And as soon as you go down the elevator, turn to your right. The first building on your right is where the audio log is, kind of tucked in the top left corner there. All right, so let's open up our TAC map. We're going to start heading east, kind of on the way to the next AA gun. And the thing we're going to hit first is this propaganda tower. So go ahead and mark that and shoot that and blow it up. And then from that propaganda tower, you should see a small cave entrance that's just to the east of the propaganda tower. So it's right here. It's lit up red. You should be able to see it if you just look east of that propaganda tower. And that's going to lead us to our next Spartan Core. So just kind of follow this path. And again, you know, I tried to reference, but use that propaganda tower as a point of reference and go through that, you know, tunnel. And at the very end, you're going to find your Spartan Core right here on the right. And then from this Spartan Core, we're going to be able to get our next Spartan audio log just by going ahead and exiting that tunnel, turn around and shoot up above us, and you're going to see a wrecked Pelican up here. Once you see that, kind of jump to the other side, and in the hull of the Pelican will be our next audio log. From that audio log, now we're going to kind of head south, you know, from the AA gun, kind of down this road. I'm just kind of using that as a point of reference just to kind of give us a directionality. But essentially, we're going south. We're going to stay on this lower level, kind of below the AA gun itself. So basically, I'm just going south. And eventually, when you get out from underneath the AA gun, you should see a building right here on your left-hand side. Go into that building, and that's going to be our final Banished audio log of this section and the final collectible of the graveyards portion and the Pelican Down mission. So as long as you're following my guide, we're not missing any of the achievements. We've gotten everything so far. We've gotten all the collectibles, and we are finished with this section. This section really wasn't too bad. We're going to be heading into the last open world portion of Zeta Halo when we start the sequence mission, which is the Reformation portion of the game, and there's a lot more collectibles to get in that section. Again, I'll keep it, you know, I'll make sure we're getting everything. We're getting all the missable achievements as well. So hopefully I'll see you in that part, and hopefully you found this helpful, and we'll see you next time.